Right now, First Lady Jill Biden is coming to Madison, what she plans on doing today while in the area. Also, there's continued concerns as Idalia makes its way offshore, what officials are watching for. This is News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. We begin with breaking news. Dr. Jill Biden will expected to arrive in Madison and any moment now. The First Lady will be touting some of the administrator's policies. This is a live look from the Dane County Regional Airport, where they are letting small groups of people from the parking lot out into the tarmac to meet the First Lady when her plane arrives. She's going to be talking about, she's expected to tout her husband's administration's efforts to improve cancer treatment and support teachers. Of course, Dr. Biden, a teacher herself, she taught English and reading in high school for 13 years. And then for 15 years, she was an English and writing instructor at Delaware Technical and Community College. She's believed to be the first vice president, the first wife of a vice president or president to hold a salaried position during her husband's tenure. So obviously education is top of her mind, as is the cancer moonshot that her husband is proposing. This is the first time the First Lady has been in Madison, in the Isthmus area, in 3 years. We'll be covering the First Lady's visit all day long here on News 3 Now. You can watch it on Channel 3000 or on the Channel 3000 Plus Smart TV app. You can also tune into News 3 Now at 4, 5, and 6 for live team coverage from our Will Keneally, Catherine Merck, and Eric Franke. And we will break in, of course, when the First Lady's plane arrives at the Dane County Regional Airport. To other local news now, Madison police are investigating after they say someone robbed a convenience store. This was at Casey's on Cross Hill Drive. It happened around 9:30 last night. Police say a masked man walked in and demanded money. Employees told police they thought the man had a gun, but they never saw if he was armed or not. The man left with cash, cigarettes, and lottery tickets. Anyone with information on this robbery is asked to call Crime Stoppers. The number's there on your screen, 608-266-6014. Alert days this weekend because of extreme heat. Meteorologist Kelly Slifka out on the weather patio. How hot is it going to get, Kelly?
Yeah, I tell you, what a big swing we've got going over the next week. In fact, this morning was the coldest morning we've had since May. We got down into the 40s, many locations. In fact, actually down to 37 in Camp Douglas. Black River Falls, always cold when it's clear and calm, down to 34. But even in Madison at the airport, the overnight low this morning was 44. So a chilly start. Temperatures are going to change quite a bit, though, going forward. Beautiful noon hour, though. Temperatures near 70 here in Madison, 73 in Janesville, 73 in Boscobel. So we do have clear skies right now and expecting a lot of sunshine, but we do have the alert day for all of southern Wisconsin. This will start Saturday, continue Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday with near record heat possible. Afternoon highs well in the 90s and overnight lows may not even get below 70 after being in the 40s this morning. So it's going to be a beautiful afternoon. We're kind of in that transition, not quite as cool as yesterday. The winds now are out of the south, and that's bringing us some warmer temperatures. But if you are headed out this evening with the dry air in place, it will cool off fairly quickly, so you'll need that jacket handy headed out this evening. So really nice afternoon, 70 right now with that south wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Temperatures in the upper 70s. We have more on that heat and some pictures of the supermoon that we all saw this morning, or hopefully you saw it. We'll have that coming up in about 15 minutes.
It's going to be a hot Badger home opener on Saturday.
Yeah, I can't believe being in Camp Randall with 80,000 screaming fans. It's going to be hot.
Yeah, kickoff 2:30, just the heat of the day.
Yep.
All right, thanks, Kelly. Residents in Florida's Big Bend region are returning home today to see what's left of their property after a Category 3 hurricane slammed ashore yesterday morning. Idalia quickly moved north, spreading more misery. Jared Hill has the latest from Moorhead City, North Carolina.
Idalia arrived in the Carolinas as a tropical storm, but with enough punch to flood streets and topple trees.
That car's flying!
In Goose Creek, South Carolina, intense winds lifted this car right off the ground. The local police chief said 2 people escaped with only minor injuries. Here in Moorhead City on the coast of North Carolina, it's not just the wind, but also the water that's a concern. There are flash flood warnings up and down the eastern part of the state. Idalia left its biggest mark in Florida after making landfall along the Big Bend area of the Gulf Coast Wednesday morning.
Oh my gosh!
The canopy at a gas station in Perry, Florida, was no match for the storm's 125-mile-per-hour winds.
You want to live on the water, you got to put up with it, you know?
There's massive damage in Horseshoe Beach. Many homes in the small coastal community are destroyed. trees and debris everywhere, but everyone appears to be okay.
Okay, what matters is what I'm holding right here, okay? It's just material stuff.
At one point, water stretched as far as the eye could see, and many storm victims now have to wait for it to recede before they begin putting their lives back together. Jared Hill, CBS News, Morehead City, North Carolina.
And tens of thousands of people from Florida to the Carolinas are still without power. New questions are being raised about the health of Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell following an incident at a press conference in Kentucky. Senator McConnell appeared to freeze during a news conference with reporters yesterday. One reporter asked his thoughts on running for re-election, but the senator didn't seem to understand the question and paused. Take a look.
Did you hear the question, Senator? Running for re-election in 2026? Yes. All right, I'm sorry, you all. We're going to need a minute.
The minority leader's staff put out a statement saying that he was, quote, lightheaded, but is doing fine. A similar episode happened on Capitol Hill in July. The 81-year-old was also away from the Senate for several weeks this spring after falling at a Washington, D.C. hotel, suffering a concussion and broken ribs. The Biden administration has approved the first ever military aid to Taiwan. It falls under the State Department's Foreign Military Financing Program, which is typically saved for sovereign nations. The package, totaling $80 million, will be paid for by U.S. taxpayers. The aid is required as part of a Taiwan Exchange Resilience Act, which aims to strengthen the U.S.-Taiwan relationship and enhance Taiwan's self-defense capabilities. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. A warning for Dodge muscle car owners, plus a new recall for Ford pickup trucks. Details coming up in the Money Watch report.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
The 72-hour Labor Day weekend mattress sale is here at Ashley. This Saturday through Monday, get up to $900 on Beauty Rest Black and receive your choice of Apple AirPod Pros or Apple Watch. Plus, get $300 in free furniture. You won't find this deal anywhere else. Only at Ashley.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Whoa. How do they get these things to smell so good?
Hefty, hefty. Hefty, hefty, hefty.
Must be magic. Hefty Ultra Strong with Fabuloso scent.
Here's your parachute.
Packed it myself.
Certain it's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters. Like the certainty of congratulating coworkers or saying thank you for being a customer with promotional products from 4imprint. Our expert team is dedicated to making your satisfaction a certainty.
Packed it myself.
Land the perfect products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
I'm Scott the Window Guy with AHT Wisconsin Windows. Our solid core. Sorry, everyone. I get a notification every time I get a positive review online.
Makeup.
Thanks, Dawn. We think our windows are pretty great, too.
Take two.
I'm Scott the Window Guy with AHT Wisconsin Windows. Our solid core, composite frame, triple pane windows are worth a positive review at scottthewindowguy.com.
Cut! Somebody give me his phone.
Again? Seriously? Toyota's national sales event is on. Make the most of summer with a new Toyota.
We want the gray Tacoma.
Gray Tacoma coming in hot.
On it! Highlander Hybrid.
Highlander Hybrid on the double hay.
Here we go.
That Red RAV4?
Run a red RAV4.
Hit the deck.
Now that's how you holler.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on a new Toyota Corolla, Camry, RAV4, BZ4X, Highlander, or Tacoma. See your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection is here 24 hours a day.
7 days a week for all your residential and commercial plumbing services.
From installation, repairs, and maintenance to complete sewer and drain cleaning, we've got you covered.
Visit MononaPFP.com.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
The 72-hour Labor Day weekend sale is here at Furniture and Appliance Mart. This Saturday through Monday, save up to $1,600 on Whirlpool kitchen packages and free delivery in as little as 3 days. Only at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley.
Dodge muscle car owners, listen up. The Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat and Hemi have again topped the list of the most stolen vehicles for model years 2020 through 2022, according to the Highway Loss Data Institute. The Infiniti Q50 was number 3, and 4 Kia models made the top 20 list following a viral social media trend targeting the brand. Ford is recalling nearly 42,000 Super Duty F-250 and F-350 pickups, all this year's model. Federal regulators say the recalled trucks have a potentially defective left rear axle shaft that can break, causing the pickups to lose power on the road or roll away when parked. Ford says notices will be mailed out to impacted owners. And flight attendants at American Airlines walked the picket lines yesterday after voting overwhelmingly to authorize union leaders to call for a labor strike. About 26,000 flight attendants at American are fighting for their first raise since 2019. The airline says it's making progress in talks with the union. Federal law makes it very difficult for airline unions to carry out legal strikes. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrial's down 70 points. The NASDAQ, though, up 10.5. The S&P 500 up a little over 2. Next at noon, Pam has today's egg prices, and Kelly has the latest on some upcoming alert days. And then today on Live Before, it's up and away in our Traveler Throwback Thursday. We'll revisit the day in 1983 when the blimp came to town.
Save big money with 11% off everything now at Menards. Need cleaning supplies? Menards carries top brands like Dawn, Tide, and Bounty. Right now, get $10 instant savings on qualifying purchases of $40 or more of these and other brand name products from Procter & Gamble. Update your floors with Palmero vinyl plank flooring. It's durable, waterproof, easy to install, and adds a stylish look to your home. Just 99 cents per square foot after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Want a tighter, flatter tummy and the hottest deal of the year? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
After my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me self-conscious.
Emotionally, it was really sad. Feeling good up here, but you look down and you don't.
After having my babies, it went in different direction. From here, it went to here, and I just couldn't get rid of that.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
I got the tummy tuck results without the tummy tuck downtime.
And I finally got the flat stomach I wanted.
I'm able to get back in my size 8 jeans. I feel sexy. I feel confident.
But it feels good to feel good and look good.
Schedule your free no-obligation consultation now and find out how to get your dream body on your budget with our best offer of the year. Call or go to sonobello.com and get exclusive access to our employee-only pricing.
Welcome to Dwellings.
Shop our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show, Jenny My Jenkins got the most out of being a talk show host. And you met your husband on The Real.
Your man might be somewhere around here.
Plus, Robin Thede is here.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
We're live as Luke Fickell's Badgers get set to kick off the football season.
Join Josh and I tomorrow from Camp Randall with the changes you'll see at the stadium this season.
And we may see some record heat going into the upcoming holiday weekend. Join us tomorrow between 4:30 and 7.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report on this beautiful Thursday.
Yeah, it's another gorgeous day. I can't imagine what our conversation is going to sound like next week, but I'm taking it one day at a time.
Absolutely.
We've been taking it one day at a time with my pictures. I thought I'd wrap up our agriculture series from our farm tour out to Montana, Wyoming, and Utah. We wrapped it up in Utah, visiting a dairy operation. Dairy operation that looked very much like many that we see around here in the state of Wisconsin. Family-run operation. It was the Mund family farm Muck family farm that we visited with. They were just outside of Logan, Utah, if I remember correctly, milking about 1,000 cows. They've got literally a couple hundred head of young stock and heifers, that as well as baby calves. There's Shane and Tammy. They were our hosts for the day and are very accustomed to visiting with groups. They have a lot of local school kids that come out during the school year. The carousel is their claim to fame. They built this in 2011. It's got 40 cows on a rotating platform that goes round in a circle. The cows just love it. They're not even eating anything. They stand there and chew their cud while the milking goes on. The brain boxes you see between each cow kind of gather any of the milk production information that they need. Also some about her body score and what's going on with her temperature. But very, very cool. And Shane was telling me that's so popular with the cows, they've actually got to monitor them because they want to rush right in and get their spot on the carousel. So one rotation is all it takes to get those cows milked. And like I said, they're doing about 40 at a time, about 1,000 cows 3 times a day. So a wonderful opportunity to visit with them. They got a lot of baby calves. They're feeding those milk bottles there, get filled. They turn that table on the side, fill them up, and then put nipples on the top and take them out to feed them. We also saw some beautiful baby calves in their open surroundings. And I'll tell you what, time after time, whenever I was talking with these farmers, you just could not overstate the beautiful surroundings. Walking out to do chores every day when you've got mountain ranges in the background is probably pretty close to the enjoyment we see on a beautiful spring or summer or fall day in Wisconsin. So like I said, thank you very much to the Muck family for inviting us out. There's the crew on their official hay ride around to look at some of the calves and some of the manure handling systems. Beautiful weather held out. And like I said, going out to do chores when you've got a mountain range in the background, not a bad way to do business. Speaking of doing business, they are doing business in Chicago today. The dairy industry is paying attention to what's happening as far as our milk contracts are concerned. I talked to Mike North, one of the principal owners of Everegg out of Platteville this morning, and he said, you know, you got to stop and think about it, Pam. The kids go back to school, so fluid milk processing goes up, but the value of cream comes down just a little bit. That's why butter has been a little softer the past couple of days. But boy, the cheese market is getting a lot of interest. Why? Kids go back to school. Schools serve pizza for lunch. And it just begins now with the kids back in school eating pizza. Pretty quick. Football season will also accelerate those pizza sales. Today, barrel and black cheese both stay unchanged, but we're breathing right up on $2 a pound. The butter today up 2.5 cents at $2.64.5 per pound. So there you go. Pictures, little dairy story, back to school story.
I love the carousel. I love the carousel. They're waiting to get on.
They were. They actually literally were fighting one another to get into a slot. They just love the ride. Just like kids. They love the ride.
Just a little ride around the carousel. All right, Pam, thanks for sharing. Thank you. Did you catch the blue supermoon last night? If not, don't worry. You can see the rare celestial event again tonight. It'll be visible through tomorrow morning. Astronomers say the phenomenon happens when the moon is closest to the Earth's orbit. This was the second supermoon this month, so that makes it a blue moon. Saturday also made its brightest appearance of the year last night. The next big event in the sky will be the harvest moon on September 29th. Let's get a look now to your certified most accurate forecast meteorologist Kelly Slifka out on the weather patio. I got up in the middle of the night. I thought I left the lights on outside.
It was bright. Yeah, coming into work this morning, then it was really cool to watch it set. As it got to the horizon, it looked huge, and that's why they call it a supermoon. It is actually larger than what it typically would look like on a normal full moon. It's about 15% brighter and 8% larger, so that's why it was so bright. And what a beautiful shot that Dennis got of the super blue moon that was setting over the Capitol. All right, unfortunately, we got the drought monitor, and I didn't have much hopes for it improving at all. In fact, as you can see, the extreme drought in the red has expanded across areas to the west throughout this week, and I don't really see it getting any better anytime soon. And now that we're wrapping up the month of August, our deficit now over 1.5 inches for the month, and we're not going to see any rain today, so that's about it, 2.42 inches. And since June 1st, we've had less than 10 inches of rain, so our deficit over 4 inches. So we definitely need some rain. Don't have a whole lot in the forecast. Maybe next week there are some signs that we could see some rain coming our way. 78 expected today. That is right on target for for this time of the year. It will not be as cool tomorrow morning, 52. We were in the 40s this morning. Well, Idalia right now is starting to move away, and good riddance to that, but still producing quite a bit of rain there in North Carolina. The Outer Banks getting pelted with some pretty strong winds, but really across much of the rest of the country, it is quiet, except for the cicada behind me making a lot of noise this afternoon. We do have quiet weather across much of the country, and that's going to keep us fairly dry. We're going to be warming up today and tomorrow, upper 70s, low 80s tomorrow, but then as we get into the weekend, we're talking about dry conditions and also some hot weather. Now, it's not going to be the humid weather we had last week. It's initially going to be just a really dry heat coming our way Saturday and Sunday. But as we get into a Labor Day, Monday and Tuesday, we will start to see that humidity come up. Therefore, we do have the first warn alert days starting Saturday right through Labor Day. Heat indices could be approaching 95 to 100. It's not going to be the 110, 115 like we saw last week because it's not going to be that much humidity. Some of these records could be going by the wayside as well. Sunday, our record high is 92. We're forecasting 94. And on Labor Day, the record is 94, forecasting 93. Either way, you can see that some hot weather on the way as the cool weather that we've had the last couple of days is sliding onto the east. This building heat dome will continue to move across much of the upper Mississippi Valley and the Great Lakes states, and it's going to be with us right through the weekend into the first part of next week. Right now it's 70 in Madison, 68 in Mineral Point. Really nice start to the afternoon. 70 right now, also in Verona, 73 in Middleton, 70 in Wanakee. So we'll look at mostly sunny skies. Actually, I don't even see a cloud out here. Temperatures in the upper 70s, a very pleasant afternoon with a southerly wind. It will cool off fairly quickly tonight. You will need that jacket once the sun goes down, which is obviously earlier and earlier. 83 tomorrow after starting out at 52. Here's the weekend. We do have alert days throughout the weekend. Any outdoor summer activities look great if you're going to be headed to the lake, the pool, maybe one last hurrah for summer. We do see a chance of a shower or thunderstorms looking a little bit better now on Wednesday. We may have to update that. Hopefully we get it because we will need it by then for sure.
Yeah, we do. It's dry out there. All right, Kelly, thank you. We are taking a live look now at the Dane County Regional Airport. This is a shot from inside a van. Our reporter Will Keneally is waiting to get out of the van and onto the tarmac, awaiting the First Lady's arrival. She'll be coming, she's expected anytime now. The First Lady will be touting the progress of the President's Cancer Moonshot Initiative. It has a goal of reducing cancer deaths by at least 50% over the next 25 years. She'll also stop at an education event and political finance event with Senator Tammy Baldwin. This is Dr. Biden's first visit to the Isthmus in 3 years, also in the middle of a presidential campaign. So there's that. We will be back on the air live when the Vice President's plane arrives, and maybe we can get Will out of that van and talk to him a little bit as well. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
It looks like spaghetti. It even tastes like spaghetti. Yet it's low carb, gluten-free, and keto-friendly. I'll give you a hint, but I don't want to squash any of your ideas.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home. So we applied it to his under eye bags. And let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view. And now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This Labor Day is the best time to try Plexiderm at our starter price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
There's nothing better than a great night's sleep on a new Beautyrest mattress from Steinhoffels. Right now, save up to $900 on Beautyrest adjustable base sets. Beautyrest Queen mattresses start at only $299, and when you upgrade to a Beautyrest Black, you'll get $300 in Steinhoffels cash and a $100 MasterCard rewards card. Beautyrest Black Queen mattresses start at just $44 per month when you use Steinhoffels' special 72-month financing. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com.
How many times have you walked into the produce department and looked at all the varieties of squash and just passed them by? Maybe you felt intimidated by them since you weren't sure how to cook them. Well, to help you out, today I want to introduce you to one of my personal favorites, the spaghetti squash. As you can see, they're yellow and oval in shape. Although there are a few different ways to cook them, we like placing a whole spaghetti squash in a large soup pot with about an inch of water. Once the water starts to boil, we'll cover it and let it cook for about 20 to 30 minutes or until it's fork tender. After letting it cool slightly, cut it in half, remove the seeds, and with a fork, scrape out the pulp. As you can see, the squash looks like strands of spaghetti. Today we're keeping things simple and flavorful by sauteing this in some butter, garlic, and a little salt and pepper. Right before taking it off the stove, sprinkle on some slivered basil. Then it's time to dig in. Talk about a delicious way to enjoy a low-carb and keto-friendly side dish. To get the recipe for what we call our garlicky spaghetti squash skillet, check out our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a swirly spaghetti squash way for you to say, "Ooh, it's so good."
It's time to introduce you to our pet of the week. Penelope is a 5-year-old pup who can be a bit shy when meeting new people, but once she's comfortable, she is very affectionate. Penelope likes relaxing in the yard and snuggling. She can be picky about which pups she wants to be friends with, so she may be the only dog in the home, but she has lived with cats very happily. Penelope is looking for a home with humans who are teenagers or older. Ask for her at the adoption center. There's still time to reserve your spot for the Bark and Whine the Cats Meow event. The event is Saturday, September 30th from 6 to 9 at the shelter on Vogues Road. Enjoy tasty treats and desserts, playtime with kittens and puppies, and much more. For details, visit giveshelter.org/events. Last week's pet, Ellen the cat, is still available for adoption. If you're interested in adopting Penelope or checking out all the other animals at the Dane County Humane Society, go to giveshelter.org. Here's Kelly with one final look at the weather.
Yeah, beautiful afternoon right now. We've got plenty of sunshine. Temperatures are a little bit milder than yesterday, and we are looking at mild temperatures, a little bit warmer than yesterday, headed into the upper 70s. Winds will be out of the south. That'll be bringing us a lot of sunshine, and we'll cool off tonight. Not as cool as what we saw this morning, down to 52 tomorrow morning. 83 tomorrow, and then we have the alert day Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Highs in the 90s. The heat index could be getting up close to 95, maybe close to 100 as we go into Labor Day and Tuesday of next week.
All right, thank you, Kelly. We'll be back on the air when the First Lady's plane lands at the airport. Until then, have a great afternoon.
Channel 3000 app, and I'll show you ways you can save time in your commute.
The Channel 3000 app. Get it now. Powered by News 3 Now.